What's happening, gamers? Ladies and gentlemen, and every other beautiful individual and entity, my name is MaximumAustin. Well, first off, I guess I should introduce what this video is about. I guess I should say that this is going to be an audio-only video. You might be seeing some gameplay footage as you're watching this, but yeah, I'm just going to do these series of videos where I'm going to talk about some things or a certain topic that happened in like geek popular culture at the moment, and we'll see how that goes. Getting started with this, let's start something, just ease into it. Just do a little bit of ease into this. Do something fun. Do something that everyone has been talking about. Most people at least. And that is the Nintendo Direct that recently came out. And just talk about all the cool stuff. Just ease into the process with some fun stuff until we get into some more heavy-handed things. Oh, and don't worry, the edited stuff is still coming, so I'm not going to be abandoning that. So I guess we'll go ahead and we'll go in the order that the Nintendo Direct did. I have it up on my laptop as we speak, so let's take a look and just comment on the Direct. Doesn't that sound like fun? I guess we'll start with Luigi's Mansion 3. It's for the Nintendo Switch, and Luigi apparently... Ooh, that's a big mansion. And for the Switch, it looks pretty dang good. The usual Luigi's Mansion fare. I hope it has some new stuff. I hope it looks great, plays great, and fans shouldn't have much to worry about. So, not storming the castle from Castlevania like that one trailer. So, I don't know. As we move on to the 3DS stuff, we have Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn. I guess Kirby games are really selling on the 3DS, which is totally fine. I love me some Kirby. I hope you love yourself some Kirby. And Epic Yarn was different, but it was a fun game. It's going to be like an 8-9-year-old game by the time this port releases. So hopefully the new content will entice players. There's new mini-games and other segments with King DDD and Meta Knight, and that sounds fun. I don't know if it has the co-op like the original with the others, with the second new character, but or maybe they can do co-op with like DDD and Meta Knight, but it looks fun. And here we have another re-release of a Mario and Luigi title. Here we have Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey, and apparently they're adding, with these remasters and stuff, they're adding new campaigns, new content, which is great. It's not just a simple port, and like Bowser's Minions with Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, the 3DS port that released a few years ago recently, with Bowser's Minions, it's a little side story. It features the Koopalings, which is cool, and it's just great to see all the Mario sort of like stuff in an RPG format, which is cool. I'm a fan of most of the Mario RPGs, like Paper Mario, so it's looking good. And here we have Luigi's Mansion, the original Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS, which is... I don't know how to feel about this port. Some of it looks choppy, but I know it's a still in development thing, but it's adding new multiplayer. Apparently, it also has amiibo functionality, but it doesn't seem to have enough improvements for my tastes. But apparently the 3DS, you know, the Mario characters are always a big seller, and the 3DS is continuing to sell well, I think. So, hey. Yokai Watch, blasters, space. And there's the Ecto-1, apparently, and robots, and it looks fun. It looks weird. And apparently I think with Yokai Watch, it's doing well, like around the world, especially in Japan. Like I know throughout its history, it's been a killer with audiences in that region, and Level 5 seems to enjoy making them, so that's cool. It's taking that Japanese folklore into space, which should be exciting. Moving on to the Switch stuff, we have Splatoon 2 and its new update with the various gears and items that you can get for your character. It looks nice. I haven't played the second Splatoon. Splatoon 2 looks like more of the same good stuff, and I hope to pick it up soon. So we'll go ahead and go forward. Mega Man 11, I think they're covering a lot of stuff that we mostly know. Just like it's coming to the Switch. It's coming to a lot of the consoles. It's coming to every console, but they're probably highlighting the Switch functionality, a new Robot Master. This reminds me a lot of Mega Man 8, maybe just because of how unique the Robot Masters look. When you look back at the Robot Masters from that game, the Robot Masters from Mega Man 8, they were different in size, different in aesthetic, and I like the changes, so it's cool. So, and I like Mega Man 8. So Mega Man 11 looks cool. And also we have, going on to Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle, we have a Capcom collection of classic beat 'em ups like King of Dragons, Captain Commando, Knights of the Round, a lot of interesting ones, Armored Warriors, a lot of them new to consoles, which is exciting. And I think you might see some familiar Marvel vs. Capcom characters in these games. Like I saw the robot that Jin, that one character, Pilots, that appears in the Marvel vs. Capcom games. So this is fun. So, hey, it's a re-release of games, but it's re-releases of maybe games a lot of people didn't play, and games that didn't really make it to home consoles or weren't all that popular in the West. So that's cool. Now we're moving on to New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It's going to be a port of Super Mario Bros. U. It has New Super Luigi U, and it has a new playable character of Toadette who can transform into like a Peach lookalike. Seems like fun. I had a bit of fun playing the original New Super Mario Bros. U with friends, like in early college. So, and obviously we have Katamari Damacy, the original PS2 game, which I like, and I encourage anybody really to play. It's simple. You're a ball and you roll things up. I would consider Katamari Damacy one of the most significant video games to come out in like the past 20 years, especially around the early mid 2000s era. So that's cool. Of course they would use motion controls for this game. So it looks fun. And now we're going to talk about Nintendo Switch Online and how Nintendo's going to ruin it. And I saw the Nintendo Switch Online video. I guess I should. And it doesn't seem to be all that bad. It sounds exciting. The access to that NES library, that seems very cool. And obviously the online play, I know it takes money and resources to have these services and servers up and running. So, and cloud saves. And all of it's mostly great. I hope it works. I hope Nintendo doesn't screw it up, as sometimes they do with like online technologies. With Miyamoto's comments on the free-to-play business model recently, not every developer or publisher has to use or utilize every technology service thing that's out there. But I hope this Nintendo Online looks is good. The cell phone app especially interests me, not because of the voice chat, because I think that's kind of silly, but like the supplemental material you can get when you connect it with certain games. So we'll just have to wait and see, which should be very soon. They revealed that special like games and membership bonuses thing. I don't know if it's going to be similar to Club Nintendo, if they'll have physical merchandise or free game downloads or something a little bit more akin to PlayStation Plus or Games with Gold over at Sony and Microsoft. So, but hey, free games. And also these two mini NES Joy-Con controllers. That's awesome. And here we have Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Sort of Gen 1 remake, but also it combines like a traditional Pokemon game with like Pokemon Go every day. But it's interesting, so hopefully people will have fun with that. Yep, there doesn't really seem to be much difference between like this and a standard Pokemon game. Like there's trainer versus trainer battles. That's cool, and there's also, but I understand the focus is with like your partner Pokemon and that of Pikachu or Eevee. So that looks cool, and also that Pokeball controller looks neat. And here we have Diablo 3. I don't know much about Diablo, but it looks fun. I'm glad that companies are seeing some use in the Nintendo Switch, and Diablo 3 looks neat. I'm a Blizzard fan, guys, really. I picked up Overwatch just this recently. I haven't played most of their games, but I know of them. So apparently we have a new Nintendo published Game Freak title, the developers of Pokemon, called Town, which is a working title. This looks interesting. Just like it takes place in one town and stuff happens. And here's that mech game that everyone was talking about, that I think was shown off at E3. This Daimon Ex Machina, and that looks interesting. You know, gotta love some pilotable robots. And there's not a whole lot of good mech games, at the very least, that didn't come out in the West. Like, I'm sitting over here and I have Gotcha Force, which is sort of like that vein. That's sort of like this, but not a whole lot, which is unfortunate. But it looks fun. And obviously we have these two RPGs, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I haven't played yet, but it looks fun, and the expansions look great. And The World Ends With You final remix. I know it was re-released. It was a DS game. I know it was re-released on iOS, and this is going to be the Switch port of it. I think it's a great game. I just can't get past like the dual screen thing with the controlling two characters, which is unique and stuff, but I don't know. I'll have to revisit it, or maybe the Switch version might be the way to go for me, but we'll see. But apparently we have a lot of Final Fantasy stuff coming to the Switch. We have World of Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition HD. Oh boy. Final Fantasy at least 7 through 10 coming, which should be great. So, but I am excited for it. So, especially the big one being like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, that saves the hassle of how it originally played, where you had to have like 4 Game Boy Advance systems, 4 Game Boy link cables, a GameCube copy of the game. Ugh. So, and obviously, I think the big news coming out of this is that there's a new bundle with Super Smash Brothers that has like a Switch dock with art of the characters and different little doodads, and it looks great. And apparently it's releasing like a month before the game, which is really interesting. But the game still releases on December 2nd, so you have to hold on to this code for about a month before it comes out. So, but it looks cool. And obviously the two big things: Animal Crossing for Switch, Isabelle for Smash Ultimate. These are all good decisions. People have been wanting Animal Crossing on the Switch for a while, and a new Animal Crossing. I think it's been 5 years since a New Leaf. It looks exciting. Isabelle for Smash business. We have another Animal Crossing character. She looks like fun. I think the character is cute. She's a Shih Tzu, which is a breed of dog I like. So I said this on Twitter. I really don't care much for crossover fighting game rosters and who's in there. Just give me characters to play as, like interesting ones at least. So, well, I think that'll wrap up this first little visual audio pamphlet of me just talking about things with the Nintendo Direct, and it's all really good stuff. Nothing really controversial, nothing bad. Seems like a fun time. So lots of good stuff. Anywho, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. It's been great. I'm MaximumAustin, and until next time, always remember to keep being confident, and you enjoy your day. And sorry, you're going to have to wait another 10 years for Goku to be considered for Smash Brothers.